this here. We're all good. Mean tea with milk. Like any good. Yeah, if going back to what I was kind of saying is the majority of the people who don't want people to review their stuff know that there's something wrong with it. And they're afraid to share it. You got to get over that as soon as possible. You know, you should always be asking, like, the other people that do your job, asking their opinions on stuff you're doing. You should always be doing that kind of stuff. You know, and you will learn new things. You will learn new ways to do things. And the lightening the bottom. Okay, so here we are over here today. And we can delete all of this so we are up to date on our notes. I actually have a list on the side here of all the things that I have to do during the show, and then all the things I have to do after the show, because there's there's about an hour's worth of work after the show that needs to be done that I've pretty much set up for myself, but I have a list. And one day I will take this list and I will get the API for Twitch, and I'll need the API for YouTube, and I will write a thing that does all this automatically for me, but right now I have to do it all by hand after the show. Diggy Diggy Hole. My daughter loves that song. Okay, never heard of it. Cool though. All right, let us throw up. Let's take down our logos. Let us turn on our maps. It should give us, GameMaker should be up. Yes, it is up. So this morning I looked at this and I'm just like, I just didn't like the plants that we had, so I went and made some new ones real quick. I like these ones kind of better. The ones that we had were just way too bushy. These look better, but we do have to fix the color so that the colors are more like the colors of the that we have for our background. Also, I have to find out why, try to figure out why the shadow isn't working, but we'll get to that. So, yeah, I didn't like our reeds that we had. I think these ones make more sense. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy Diggy Hole. That song is really, it sounds familiar, but I will look it up. Yeah, the highlights are too much actually, but let's go back to let's go to Photoshop and see if we can play with it a little bit. Okay, where is it at? Where is our bush? Our bushies. We need this one. What I think we basically need to do is just pull the colors down a little bit. I think it's just a little too bright. We could go like way out there and actually pull in our grass and map the grass, but that might be a pain in the ass. So here's our trees. Here's our bush, rather. We just do a simple, let's pull those off. Let's say, we need a filter. Filter? Not a mask, just a filter. Let's go with blend options. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. It could work, but it's too dark. For overlay, let's play with that a bit. No, we don't want to be transparent. Well, most of that does nothing. Turn that off. Cancel. Let's just do something simple. That's probably what we need to do is something like that. Let me try that. Okay, file save as. Actually, no, we don't want to do it that way. We want to do it this way. Export. It's still probably a little too bright, but I think we can get around that. Let's go back to our game. Let's pull this in. A little bit brighter, probably look a little bit better. Back to our, at least they look like they belong there now. They're still a little too sharp. We'll blur them out a little bit later. Put a little blur on them and they'll be fine. Grass, something a lot of people should go touch before time. Okay, whatever. Move the levels. Lighting cover looks really good. What is your video you suggested earlier that's funny? Oh, look up in YouTube, look up Neil deGrasse Tyson, Sailor Moon, Pluto. Yeah, so Neil deGrasse Tyson, Sailor Moon, Pluto. Someone may have put it up. Let's take a look. Oh. Let's take a look real quick and grab it. There it is. Let's grab that. Okay. I will put this in the Discord and share a link. Welcome to the Discord. Share a game. Where is share a link? Where did it go? Read ready, Twitch clips, share link. Okay. There you go. So if you look in share link under Ask the Allfather area of the Discord, it is now in there. I could probably just put it here too, can't I? Because I think I have permissions to do that. So there's the link. It made me laugh. So check it out. That's right, check it out. But it is on the Discord as well, so. One thing I don't understand is why is this shadow, the drop shadow for this not working? Go back to our thing here. Take a look at something set wrong inside of here. So, okay, where is... I really do not like the way they do things in this. Make this bigger so I can see. No, it should be, because here's the center. So it should be there. There's nothing else around. Did I not make... Pretty sure I made it apparent. Okay, something's not working because nothing is... Right parent, variables. Shadow is true. Well, maybe I gave it the wrong... Let's look at our trees real quick. Shadow is true. Yeah, so it's P entity. P entity, all that is correct. Visible, visible, yeah. Oh, this is the drop, so we will make the drop for that, but it'll be the sticks that we found yesterday. Gotta lurk a bit, okay. Yeah, so OCoin, yeah, so if we make our, let's go back to Photoshop here in a minute. Pull in our sticks that we grabbed yesterday, which should be in download still. We can use something like that. Because that will be our return piece. Let's clear all that. Rolled up sticks. That's all we need. We're not gonna keep this size, obviously. We're gonna make them smaller, but let's see, is it an 8-bit? It is, so we can do this. Sorry, apparently you can't see the effects window that I'm working on, so. Make these very simple. I think that's the wrong effect. Let's try this one. That actually does look better. Until I touched it. Nope, that looks like crap too. Okay, that looks like crap, that looks like crap, that looks crappy. That's terrible. Keep that one for now, and then smaller. So we're making it just a piece so it looks like we've grabbed. Oh wait, no, because it's not sticks. It's reeds. We will fix that in a minute. The tree, this is the thing, so tree drops. This plant will drop different items, so we'll do, and we do have to put an inherit in here. Oh, he has a flash on him. We do need to do an inherit, event inherit. Okay, so cut does not work. What do we have to do here? Okay, so that does that. Now we grab this. And for now, I'm just going to see if we copy this into here, will he be able to just grab it? Be interesting to see. Worst comes to worst, it just doesn't work, right? We have a couple here on land. Can we get him to destruct them first? Do a quick build and then find out if it works. We'll hold off till everybody comes back so that we're not overriding something. Okay, so that is ready for us. We will wait for the zombie attack to finish. Alrighty. Legend of Kain. Defiance, a very close second. Let me bring this back a little bit. I think I got everything kind of off kilter here. Nothing addressed to me. Okay. Let's wait for the zombie to finish. What time is it? Okay, geez, we got to this late. We'll just do a couple things. We'll see if the plants work. What is your favorite game box art of all time? My favorite game box art. Okay. I've never thought about that. I really like I think the first one that made me go, yeah, that's kind of cool, was the Blackthorn box art. It is a hard question to answer, but the Blackthorn box art was the first game that I kind of went, oh wow, that's a really cool box. You know, so Blackthorn would probably be the first one. It's very rare that I go, okay, that's really cool, as far as box art, because it's mostly advertising stuff. So, but that one I really liked. When we first saw the Lost Vikings one, they were all in pastel colors, and it was like, ew. Yeah. But it is a hard question. You're absolutely right. Okay, so let's see if our bushes there are attackable. We'll have to go back, I guess. Go back over there. Oh, no, this way. Hi, cat. to be able to kill these guys. Come over here. Don't you see me? These guys out of the way. Come back up here. Okay, so let's go over to this guy, see what happens. I don't know if I don't know if it's going to crash or what. No, it's not. They obviously are not set correctly. So yeah, so I need to go back and set them because they should be like the trees here. If we hit them, we should do that. So I have a setting set wrong somewhere. So we'll go back and look at that and see if we can get, oh look, they have their drop shadows now. They didn't have those before. Ooh. I do blame it a little too much, but theoretically we could put shadows in. No, and just make the sprite too big. That'd be damn stupid. What is your favorite game? Okay, it's a hard question. Yeah. So we need to find out why he cannot hit this. So let us go back. We'll set them exactly like the trees are set. Let's go back to the game, and since we have the tree up there anyway, we can actually go back into here and say, okay, everything the tree is set to, we will set this to. Oh, I forgot to put enemy hit script. Okay, so that part we left off. Let's turn that one on. Enemy hit script. We need shadows. The shadow's working, so I'm not worried about that. What is the enemy hit script set to? Enemy destroy. Or entity destroy, sorry. Okay, so now we have our hit script in there. Hit points. We have to set its hit points. Let's put it, let's see, the tree was, oh, that's huggable. Hit points. Do we not have it? Hit points. Okay, we can add it. This should be the tree. Yes, this is the tree. So let's copy this and make a new one for him. And hit points. We can set it for 2,000, exactly like the tree is. Yeah. Okay. Right now we have it dropping everything that the tree drops. This is up here. Shadow is true. Hookable is set to 2. We'll go ahead and make it hookable at 2. Go ahead and turn shadow here on to make sure it's true. So we're going to completely match this and see what happens. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Save and build. Woohoo! If you make a book of reads, yeah, we'll do something. Right now, I just want to get it dropping something, which would be cool. If it drops something, then we're in good shape. Because then we can put anything in there. Go back to the river. Ha! All right, so our little plants can drop things, so that's a good thing. Right now it's random, of course, and we have some collision problems, but our plants can now drop things. They work similar to the rock, as you can. But if we now have an inventory spot where we just need to make the reeds. I don't even think we need artwork for the reeds, but we will see. Because if it's, well, we just need some, well, we do need the artwork for it to bounce out. So yeah, that is a bit of a problem. We need to move the collision on this level. Because we can't get to that. So we're going to have to be able to walk at least one step into the water to get stuff that comes out of these plants. But we have successfully put plants in, and we can put them throughout the world, and they can drop things. So let's go back to our map of this map, and we're going to fix it. We're going to leave this like this, because we do need to make it for make the drops for it. It does give us another thing here. Let's turn this on. Yeah, we're going to have to move these one more step out. Okay. So you can go one step in like that. We'll just move all of it back out. Don't worry, I'm going to go and delete the others, but I just wanted to. What we'll maybe do is change the color of the shallows to, actually no, this one we have to keep here, because you can't walk off the bridge. We can go into our artwork and maybe change the shallows to something that makes a little more sense. We'll put a little color in the shallows so that something like that, to where you can, make the water a little bit darker in the shallows parts next to the thing, so that it just makes a little more sense. That you can walk on it, so people don't get worried about walking on it. Okay, so let's see how that looks. If it's terrible, it's terrible. We will do something else, but if you make a book of reeds, look, and you would have a reading book. That is correct. See, that way you can at least walk out in the water a little bit should it need to happen. Go back here. Oh, you guys are up. Okay. so we'll just have to do a color difference there or something. Cool. Or just move them like onto the ground to where they're next to the ground. Okay, cool. So now we need to make an object for the reeds. That one we won't be able to get, which will suck. Awesome. If you make, okay, we did that. Talked about that. Okay, so good here. Now we need to just make an object for him. It's just long leaves, basically, is all it really is. So back to our. No. We'll put it there. Okay, so if we make it. Yeah, no, this isn't working. Okay. Give me just a minute, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. That was a completely unexpected bio break. Okay. I am here. I had to step away from a moment. Okay, so what were we working on? We needed a stack of reeds. Something to use for reeds. Okay, save image as. We'll put it in here. We'll just put reads. Okay, come back to Photoshop. Which you will now see. We'll get rid of this one. This is crap. Stop this. We've already done that, so that could be a save. No, we don't want to save an old one. We made a new one. Oh, yeah, we'll save it. Fine. Okay, save as a PSD. Yep. Bring in our new reads laying on the ground image. Not in there. Where we were. Okay. We do not need all of them, we just need a few of them, so let's turn this off. This it's way too big. I'm not seeing that. Yeah, good enough. It's pretty much just placeholder, so it doesn't much matter how bad it is. So. Okay, take these top ones off. I get my pen working. I hate drawing with a mouse. I absolutely cannot stand drawing with a mouse. Okay, so that's basically going to be our silly placeholder sprite for our reads. Let's go. How big is this one here? Its size is 100. Oh, sorry, it's percentage. 320. Okay. Go back here. save that as a... I am here. With letting out a... Yes, on a walk. The pterodactyls every now and then need to be walked without a doubt. But there are times when you do not get a warning in a pterodactyl. Okay, no. I want to make that 2. Shave. Okay, so now we have some reeds that we can actually pick up. I probably should have left them brown, but that's okay. Go back to here, but we will wait because I waited too long. Okay. Why is Photoshop so bright on the screen, even for that gray parts? I don't know. Why is it? Is it brighter? Pull Photoshop back up. Oh, I think it's because I have it, the settings for it are set to brighter so I can see them. So that's why. Because you can set the background colors for Photoshop. I reset them so that they would be contrasty enough for my feeble eyes to pick them up. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to mimic. Let's close this and grab a new one. We need some of the things we can pick up. So where's our? Here's what we need. We need to mimic our log to make a new guy. So logs are 16 by 16. So that guy will be pushed down to 6 to that. So let's do this. We need to make a new sprite. Create a new sprite. And we need to import our assets new. There we go. Reed sitting on ground. I think it's in here actually. Reed's on ground. This one. Put that in. I'm gonna put the shadow or the center of it. I'll just put it down here. It's no big deal. Okay. We're gonna make this a 16 by 16 because that's the size of our other pickups. Let's say apply. That looks terrible. Like I said, it's just a holder. Give you that. Let us pull. We're using our log as an example, so let's look at what its settings are. It is a 16 by 16. What happens if we make this one? Because I thought I made it a 64 by 64. Let's change this to 32 by 32, see if it improves it, and then we can resize it on the screen itself. Apply. It doesn't improve it. Does it completely screw it up because we... Well, yeah, we've pretty much lost all of it, so... I'll just leave it like that for now. What other things? We put that up down there, that was down there, that is correct. Good enough. All right. No, are the logs apparent of anything? It doesn't look like it. It's just a sprite. Okay, now we need to make the object. Oh, we forgot to name it, didn't we? Oh, stupid. Sprite reads. Yes. Reads 2. Come down to the object. Okay. It needs to adopt everything that the log reads has, so it is a collectible. So its parent is a collectible. Oops, no, wrong one. Where is the collectible? Is it a collectible object? The collectible. Where's that located? Not in objects, in P. There it is. Okay, so there we go. What is it? Setting. Flashing 1. Destroy. Yep. And draw. Okay, all that should be all good. Let's see if it works or not. It may not work, but we'll try. These are all the things I don't know. I don't know how to do. But we keep trying and things keep working. So that's all we can do, right? You try, it works. If it doesn't work, you keep trying. It will be funny if it does work. Because technically, you know, we've told it it's a collectible. Oh, we forgot to tell. I forgot one thing. We need to go back out. We need to go back to our plant. Boop, boop. Did I forget to name the plant? I sure as hell did. That's nothing. Where is our read? Here's our reads. But we forgot to tell it. It's in the script. Is it in this one? Yes. We forgot to tell it to drop. You can't drop a log, but it drops a, what do you call it? Read something. this is what it's going to drop. So we need to tell this plant that the only thing it drops is RO reed. Then sometimes it will drop 2. Then we can take the rest of these off because it shouldn't drop coins. So this is what our plant will drop. It'll drop either 1 reed or 2 reeds. But it'll do all the other things it's supposed to do. So we should be able to save. Like I said, it will be fun if it works the first time. And then I don't have to sit here and poke and click until I can figure out why it went wrong. Okay, so start her up. Wait for OBS to pick up the screen. Okay then. Go back to the river. Yep. It did drop it. Don't know what it did with it, but I think he picked it up. Because we're above. Let's go below it. Nope. I did drop it. And we did pick it up. It's massive. But that's okay. The fact that we were able to pick it up is a good thing. Although we probably want to do it with the hat where we carry it back to him on our head. Which is what the hat does. So we want to probably mimic the hat, not just regular pickup stuff. And then we'll carry it back to him. But the fact that it does bring them out, it does occasionally put one out. That is a good thing for us. That means that the code is somewhat working. I'm not sure where it's putting it, but that time it dropped twice. It dropped 2, and we were able to get 2. Cool. Well, because the logs are being saved in the inventory. We should be able to do it without actually having him have to carry it. As long as we have them, and it checks our inventory to see if we have them. We should automatically just be able to go back to him and give them to him. So we have wood from the trees. We have the reeds now. Yeah. We do eventually have to draw a skeleton for him on the ground there. So if we decide, if the player decides not to help him, then we can, when he comes back, there'll be a skeleton on the ground. So like if he comes back to go to the cave, we get the hat for the cat. Yeah, that would be funny. That would be very funny to just have a skeleton over there. It is a skeleton. We have to redraw everything anyway, so it's not a big deal. But the fact that our plants throw reeds is a good thing. They're not the final reeds. They won't be that big. And that we can pick them up except when they're too far away because of collision. Which we'll have to start putting the reed plants right on the edge of the water so that we can get them. because we can't get close enough to get them. But cool. That also helps us when we start putting together our pieces for the which I hope I saved them when we were cutting out the pieces for the fountain. Did I save the artwork for that? Back here. I'm pretty sure I saved it in close all this, save it. Yeah, it's fine. Save it. There's that. I'm pretty sure I saved the PSD of the fountain. This one. Okay. Oh, apparently I did not. This is the wrong one. This is just the base. Reads, it's artificial control. Show. Oh, which one it is. Need single plant. Boy. Fountain. Okay, there it is. Here's the PSD of it. So what we need is the pieces. We need a left or right. We need the 1, 2, 5 pieces. Or 3 pieces. So let's do that. Let's cut out. Turn those off. Come down here. This is so we can turn them into collectible sprites. Copy and make a new. Don't want to call it anything at the moment. We'll just do a create, and that will give us. Here's piece 1. Go to the second one here. We'll grab piece 2. Okay, copy. New. Piece 2. I know this is a silly way to do this, but it's just, I don't know, it's easy. Put this piece up here. Call that piece 3. Oh, go on the right thing here. Right there, good. New. 8. And then piece 4, which is on the last one, which is just basically the talking head. I have to get everything with his shadow here, so let's go. Let's use this one. It's okay if it overlaps a little bit because it's just a piece to pick up on the ground. Okay, so now we have our pieces. Let us save them. Save as, and we'll go into here. We're going to make a new directory. Let's call it pieces for right now. New directory here called fountain. And we will save them in here. So we're going to call this one is piece 4. Okay, we'll go ahead and keep them as PSDs right now, but let's go. This is piece 2. Sorry, piece 3. Piece 2. And then piece 1. Oops. The reason I kept them as PSDs in this particular case is because if we need to go back and change them, it's just good to have them as PSDs. Now we can just do an export on them, and they should keep the name and all that, and we won't have to worry too much about them. Put them all in the same place here, and that is piece 1, so save it. Okay, we have to go into fountain. The reason I made a separate directory is because we're going to be putting one for each statue in there, for all the pieces for the statues we're going to break up. But it will do that. Piece 2. Piece 3. This also allows us to go back and make some changes to it if we want. It's always good to leave yourself that option. Piece 3, and then piece 4. Export piece 4. So those are all of our pieces that we can now make into sprites that he can pick up. And if they're in his inventory and he comes back to the otter, then it'll change. The goal is to change the fountain. Maybe not a skeleton, just a leftover arm. Since the broken leg is not really a life-threatening. Well, you could get a guy gangrene and died. Maybe some wolves had a free snack. Good point. Hey, what's up? Just making stuff. Oh, didn't realize the time. Okay. So now we have all our pieces. Let's make them into sprites real quick so that we can then use them in the game. And then let's go. I think I've mixed up a few things, so we need to fix them should they be wrong. This is going to get out of control very fast, so let's make some stuff here. The gods, and let's say, can we make a subdirectory in this? Create a group. Oh, we can. Cool. So those will be pieces. Those will be the pieces for the stuff. The fountain, the main fountain's already set. We have all the different layers for it. So now we just need pieces. Make a new group inside that called fountain. And that's where we will put the pieces for that. These guys should not be there. These guys should be here. Oh, okay, they are. Sorry. It's the way it structured them. I thought they were off. So let's go in here and say create a new sprite. Import assets, new reference pieces fountain. Piece 1. There's our first one. Oh, it's actually the right size too, so that actually works out great. So we are all good there. That's one. Let's get the next one in. And then tomorrow we'll put them in place and make them to where he can go and get them. Oh, sorry, that's not what it's supposed to be. This should be 2. That's way too small, but that's okay. I'll get three. So now we have the objects for all of our pieces. So now we just have to write the code that allows him to go get the pieces, bring them back. And when he gives them to the altar, then the fountain changes to the next state, since we have all the states in the fountain, which I believe is this one here. No, it's this one. No, it's not that one. Where'd it go? Fountain. No, it's there. We just need to go to... I'll have to remember what the name of that was, but we'll put it in there as well. We'll hijack it and put it up there, because I think we made a new fountain because... Oh, full fountain. That's what we were talking about. So it has all the pieces. So as he brings each piece back and gives it to the otter, then we'll have it changed to where the fountain grows itself back and then starts running. So I think that works, which is our 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And then all we have to do is if he gives the otter the piece, then it automatically, we have to write the code to where it automatically changes the frame of this sprite. So that'll be, I'm thinking that's a pretty simple thing. And if we do that for all of our pieces for all the different things that we have to go find, then I think that works out really, really well. Let me make a couple adjustments in this. Let me bring this down so I have more room here. Put that right about there. Put this one down here somewhere where I'm good. Right at the bottom there. Here. Eventually we're going to have to make better shadows for things too, as opposed to just the round shadow that we have for everything. Let's go back up to objects. I don't know why that got out of there, but we'll do the basic structure, the same structure here, as we'll go create a group. We call it down here again. Pieces. Actually, we need to put that in there. And we need to name it pieces. Rename. Pieces. I put the A back anyway. That's okay. Then we go create. We want another group. We want a fountain. And then in the fountain, we want 4 objects. We want to create an object 1. Alt O. We're going to make this one. It's going to be piece 1. Do. Back here. No. There we go. Piece 1. That is our first object piece. It is good for now. I'm going to do an Alt O. Could have found Alt O. Let's see if that works. Does that work? No, it don't work. Alt O. That's what it said. Create an object. Alt plus O. Which is what I pushed. Fine, be that way. Don't care. Okay. Sprites. The gods. Pieces. Fountain. 2. I'm gonna go back and name all these in a minute. Create an object. There you go. Sprites. Gods. Pieces. Fountain. 3. Okay. So we'll have all of our objects set and placed. Sprites, the gods, pieces, fountain 4. Okay. So that will give us all of our pieces. Now we just need to name them. Piece. Oh, fountain. Oh, cap locks. I call them the other thing here. Oh, just O pieces. O pieces 4. I might have to fix that later, so it's... Okay, this one is O pieces 3. And these are 2 and 1. So these pieces 2. And then pieces 1. Cool. We'll save. So now we can do the thing where we're like, okay, well, where would we put them? And then that's going to end our day. So we were saying that for the fountain, we wanted all the pieces to be on this map. We didn't want them to have to leave. We might want to make the map a little bit bigger, but that we won't worry about that right now. What we can do though is we can say, okay, this piece will go here. Oh wait, no, that's a sprite. We can't do a sprite. We need to go up to pieces. Put a piece here. A piece over there. On there. And these are not to scale, so we will make them smaller versions for when he's picking them up. But yeah, that's about it really. And then that will give him his first big quest, which starts basically the start of the game, where he puts the fountain together. Then the fountain tells him which statue to go to first, and then from that statue it tells him where in the world to go look for the pieces. And that should be, oh, we're 40 after. Okay. But oops, don't do that. But as he brings each piece back, it will put things back. So it'll start building the statue. If he brings them all back at once, then it just jumps to the finished statue. So that's all good. If we take these and scale them 0.5 maybe. Yeah, so that's a little bit more manageable where it looks like you can actually pick them up. So everybody gets a 0.5. Okay, that takes care of that one. And then this one. so now we have our pieces in the forest. And yeah, so tomorrow is just writing the code to put the for him to go pick them up and bring them to the otter, and then yeah, and then with each one, yeah, cool. There we go. Let's save. File save. Save all. Okay. Then we can also go back then and do the same thing for the sulfur and the magnesium for the matches. You can put those in the cave. And also make the honey or the beeswax with the honey combs for the beeswax and stuff like that. And start putting those things in, and then hopefully that'll at least get us to the point where we can get through the main stuff at the beginning. So we have the reeds, but we need to refine them. It's just placeholder. We have to be able to take them back to the guy to fix his leg. Then that'll lead us to the cat and the neighbor. We have to have the medicine. Yeah, okay. I think we're in good shape. So let us save this and close. Save project. Close. Yes, I want to close. Okay, put the logos back up. Let the credits run. Go back to my notepad. Thanks everybody for being here today. I know I kind of, in the end here, I kind of got really locked down into what I was doing and wasn't paying attention. I apologize for that. But I really wanted to make a point that we actually got something done today, because it seems to me that there's a lot of time that we don't, I don't feel that we're getting enough done, even though we're only doing it for an hour and a half each day. That's still want to see things actually moving along. So we will see how it goes, but we're going to end our, end game Dave here.